Blessings and greetings from the islands, everyone. Many of you know that I have moved and I'm finally here, settling in. It was actually exactly what March is bringing. It was the wham, wham, wham. Here you go. Things have shifted, things are changing, and now it's time for you to go here. And when Spirit shows you, and the synchronicities all line up and everything just aligns and unfolds, it happens. And that's what happened for me. So my life was changed in an instant, and within a couple weeks, gave everything away, packed up personal things, stored them, and moved on. And that is what's going to happen for a lot of you. You can hear the beautiful birds. So there's going to continue a lot of shifts and changes, and just like every single day, ups and downs, things that you have to see, things that you need to know. There's going to be what you might feel like is crisis, but it's not. Let's take that into a higher vibration. So the reason I'm coming on today is because before I left Sedona, I was meditating on the equinox, the eclipses, and I was shown for the equinox and for the solar eclipse this specific information and asked to pass it on to humanity. So I was shown that on those days, if you can, to get to higher elevation, to get to the mountains, if you can, wherever you live. And it's not for anything bad. It has to do with the purity of the codes coming in. There's what they showed me is an infiltration of the EMFs of the it's not 5G anymore, so don't believe that. But there's an infiltration that's creating this field that's not allowing the purity to happen. And I know some of you have said, oh, 5G doesn't bother you because a certain channeler said that. But when you actually do the science on it and you get tested, you can see how it affects you. So be careful what you're listening to. They show how it affects your energy field, your physical body, and more. But like I said, it's not this anymore. Some of us have some friends that have confirmed that. So the importance of being on top of, you don't have to be all the way on top, but being on the mountain is because the energy there, the vibration there, the frequency there is higher than being in a city, okay, where you're bombarded by technology. And the immense amount of light that is coming in again, it came in last April, it's coming in again. And I've been saying since maybe November that I see this coming, and more towards the end of March, early April, I see this amount of light coming. So with this, it's bringing these light codes that are very specific for change, for healing, for removal of density at all these different layers in the physical structure, but also your energetic bodies. And what I keep being shown is that it is important to maintain that high frequency. And when you can't maintain the high frequency because it's being bombarded by towers and things like that, or being on technology all the time, that's not good. So when Spirit showed me to be elevated, and this is very interesting because My 20-year countdown from 2004 to now, for what's happening now, actually showed the mountains in the background and just water below, which is very interesting. So I really believe that that's also part of what they were showing me is this now. We are going to have this equinox and then we'll have the summer solstice, and I feel like they're going to be giving me the same information to be at the elevated levels, to receive the purity in what's coming and to be able to take it in without having infiltration around you. That's why it's so important. There's certain elevations where this stuff just can't reach. Upuku u'ana ama'a aki. Mariana Nch Aneshi. Okay, I'm hearing there is more. Align your frequency with that of the greater good of Gaia. For all to come forth in the highest effort, in love, in light, expanding at the cell level to know thyself, to be thyself, to feel thyself in the oneness that we all are. It is with great effort that all of you have come to shine your light, to expand your hearts, and to know the truth. That a world you once knew is now ending. And this is good. It is time for change. It is inevitable. It is evolution. You are not here to fall into the trap again. You are the one who takes the action and makes the action, creating the change. You wish for an outcome of higher intelligence, of divine inner wisdom, of deep knowing within you at the soul level, and not allowing someone to tell you no. It is your freedom and your right to be seen, to be heard, and to live in love, in grace, in harmonic balance, connected with nature, your mother Gaia. It is a purification time that reaches the deepest density to assist you to heal, to bring mental clarity, to feel your existence in many forms, and to love from the heart, not the mind. Because mind love is non-existence, and mind love is a game. You are here to end the game within yourself and on this planet. You heard the call. You have arrived, and the time is now. And as that around you melts, dismantles, falls away, it is you that has created this for the greater beingness of what humanity is. It is now that you find and that you claim your truth. It is your right. It is your freedom. It is your life. No one tells you what to do, how to act, who to be. You're a child of the Creator. This is how you act. This is who you are. And the Creator knows love, joy, peace, bliss, serenity. We ask you, if you wish, to remove the false identities of the self. As you have come to live a life that takes you into a deeper understanding of how magic, alchemy, is involved and how it can work for you. We are here, the perpetual heart, Keleena's team, a collective consciousness of all that she is. We will continue to bring messages as such. And we will continue to lead you through her as she is us, back to your hearts. The sacred heart that she has always spoken about for the last 10 years. Know thyself, be true. Postutanera, marashteneki, Maya. Katamanya tanya tashta sukupu pokotanya toyam yakaham heyano Nama ananakho nenesenta mirashta minakia haya amor. Oof. Okay. So a lot of you are still going to be going through things these next couple weeks. I'm going to say, actually, they're giving me number 6, so 6 more weeks. What is it today? 19th. So here in Hawaii, the equinox is tonight for us, and it will be the 20th for the rest of you. So if you can get to this space and place where it's pure, where there's no towers, where you can be, turn off your, if you must take your phone, turn off your Bluetooth, turn off your Wi-Fi, or just put on airplane mode and leave it there. It is best for this. I am lucky I am on top of a mountain, and it's amazing that everything just was like click, 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 click. And that was what I saw with that 20-year countdown was the mountains and the water and everything shifting. And I even said in that vision that it was serene. It was, the air was clean. There was a calm. You could smell, like when I was a child growing up, you could smell like Gaia. You could smell the flowers. You could smell all the things that were organic in nature. And it was beautiful. And I smelled that. It was like coming back to that space and place of what used to be, what is organic, what is true, and how we should be living. So I hope you received the message today from the Perpetual Heart, and they're speaking with me. The Perpetual Heart is the collective of me, and it's most of it is what I see, divine feminine energies. It's I won't go into it here. I'll do that on my Patreon, but it's powerful, and it's all sacred heart related. It's all heart related. And when I walked into this body and they said, boom, you're here to return people back home, then later they said they're sacred hearts. This is so important because this is our connection. I've been saying this for years. This is our connection to the divine feminine, divine mother. It's our connection to source. All right. So allow yourself to be in that space and place with an open heart. And all of you know, I've been teaching this for years, what to say. I now align and drop into my divine sacred heart first thing when you get up in the morning. This is a practical tip to take you where you're supposed to be, and it takes you out of that false identity, ego that's outside of yourself, and how you identify yourself from your program. Okay, so this is where I'm going to leave this message for you, and I hope that you have a beautiful equinox. It is the same message, excuse me, for the solar eclipse, to get up high and receive. And like I said, there's an immense amount of light coming in, light codes, change, and I literally see this light coming down. I see plasma. I see so many different things. I see flickering lights. I don't see one thing. I see so many things. But I also see the darkness that's been trying to grip going. So take this time for you. I know some of you will have to work, but if you can get out there at some point, or at least one of the days, it will be very beneficial for you, because the time of change is now. And I said months ago, like maybe November, I said after these first few months of the year, you are not going to recognize yourself afterwards. You're going to be changing so much. Things are going to change in your life. And even in the March video, I said that you're not going to have any control, because it's like the universe is saying it's time for you to live your blueprint. Bam, wham. Here you go. So I wish you all a beautiful equinox, and I wish you all this beautiful solar eclipse, even though it's going to create change and you may feel a bit off balance. Just remember that it's bringing you into balance. It's bringing you into right relationship with the self, your source self, your God, goddess self, so that you can live in harmony with all that you are, being who you are, and living in love. Okay? I love you. Marutu, Naniana, Marahana, Maki. Many blessings.